Shakti. Welcome everyone to ISKCON of Silicon Valley. Looks like we have an opportunity to move up. So if you're already seated and you can comfortably move up, then take the next. Thank you. As if your first time here, this is a regular meeting we have on Sundays. And we tend to introduce the standard process for practicing Krishna consciousness on this day. There are various forms of yoga, and their ultimate purpose is for us to reconnect with our original source, Krishna. Krishna is a name for the personality from whom all other entities emanate, and all other energies. And we're also part of Krishna, just as sun rays are part of the sun. We're never separated, but we can become separated by consciousness. We live in with varied states of consciousness. In a 24-hour cycle of our lives, we may notice that when we go to sleep at night, we may travel or we may interact with people and entities. In fact, the other day I was dreaming and riding a camel. And yoga psychologists like Patanjali Muni, thousands of years ago, have identified at least 5 distinct categories of consciousness, 3 of which are non-productive. They're more in the category of distraction or wandering of the mind. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that the mind can be our friend, but it requires some training. So from a time immemorial, following the wisdom literatures and advice of sages, those who live the very tenets of the wisdom literatures, there are ways in which we can train the mind so it becomes our friend. Mindfulness can be helpful, but ultimately the mind seeks some positive engagement. And according to the Vedic process, which is what we follow, there are various categories of philosophy under a sage named Dvaipayana Vyasadeva. We follow the Vedic process, which can be understood in the summary study of all the Vedas called the Bhagavad Gita. And therein is a hint of the best way to engage the mind, which is in relationship. Not emptying the mind, or not just stilling the mind, but engaging the mind in a relationship. We may note that throughout human and even animal society, living beings have a vested interest in relationships. You can notice butterflies, even after they're born, consorting with one another. Birds are famous for building a little love nest. They work together, the male-female bird, to pick up straw and build a nest. Humans, you can see, going to and from Home Depot, doing something similar. But the point there is not to build something, but to have a place where one can be in relationship. So in the process of bhakti yoga, or I could say the great teacher of Bhakti Yoga, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who laid out the tenets of Bhakti Yoga that we follow even today here. He pointed out that the Bhagavad Gita and the other explanations of the Vedas, summaries of the Vedas, the consolidation or the essentialization of the Vedas in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam point us towards the highest form of engagement of the mind, which is called devotional service. Its underlying principle is that we all have a loving propensity. And when the mind is absorbed in the idea of service out of love, then it's completely satisfied. All other states leave us wanting, and those other states are not stable. They may shift from one point to another. It's a word that comes from Latin enthrallment. En means in, and thrall means to be imprisoned. When we say we're enthralled by something, we're utterly captured by it. And in the positive sense of that imprisonment, there's a way in which the mind can be captured. Another word that expresses a similar concept is rapture, which means to be fully absorbed in a topic. Well, the Bhagavad Gita, the Srimad Bhagavatam, point out that we're most interested in love and loving relationships. Therefore, in the essentialization of the process of Bhakti Yoga, there's a system by which we can express that loving emotion that we have and connect with the object of love that is unlimitedly satisfying. We connect with various entities in this world, and we observe others, for instance, in plays, movies, situational comedies. There's always an element of a loving exchange somewhere. And there's a tension built around that. Will they not meet? And if they do, will they be able to have a deep relationship? This is what interests everyone in this world because of the nature of consciousness itself, which is relational and loving. So to bring us to the ultimate stage of relational love, there is a very specific mantra. It has 3 words, Hare, Krishna, and Rama. Krishna refers to the emblem of all love. And he's a person. He's also the source of everything. And that explains a lot because as the logic of the Srimad Bhagavatam goes in Sanskrit, Janmadya Salyataha, whatever we see before us is an emanation from our source. So if you want to know about the source, look at the emanation from the source. If we see love everywhere, we see yin and yang, that is male, female coming together in all directions, you can trace it back to our original source. This is called Adi Rasa, the original taste that everyone's looking for, which is a loving relationship. And that's embodied in the personality, Krishna. This conception of the Supreme may be slightly different from what historians or playwrights have etched out to show a supreme person, oftentimes somebody decrepit. They opine, since he's been around since the beginning, he must be old. But there's a different conception in the Vedas. The first created being who gives witness to his source, Krishna, talks about him as being youthful, and that every limb of his body is glowing and transcendental. He has perfect form and is all attractive. Hence the name Krishna. You may be familiar with the concept of charisma, which is, I believe, a Greek word, if I'm not incorrect. And charisma means that somebody has a natural, attractive nature, naturally attractive nature. Have you ever seen somebody with charisma and you just turned your head and say Krishna? Say Krishna. If you feel like it. It's not obligatory. Krishna. Now say charisma. Now say Hare Krishna. Now say Hare Charisma. Now say charisma, charisma, charisma. They're basically the similar words. Greek. Comes from Greek. It means attractive. We want something attractive. That's why people advertise. They'll put basically attractive-looking people running down the beach and then say, buy our faucets. I saw when we were in Mysore, there was a company who was selling PVC pipe. And it talked about something that seemed unrelated, but my mind was attracted because it looked like if I got that PVC pipe that I would experience some bliss. But to speak of Coca-Cola, I see signs that indicate that if I drink this, I will be popular, perhaps. Maybe I'll be well-proportioned and have nice, white, bright teeth, which you might consult your dentist about before you buy into that one. But everywhere we look, we're looking for something that attracts our attention. So Krishna means the supreme attractor, that from whom all attractive features of the world that we see exist. I was talking to Siddhakata on the way over here. He picked me up in his spaceship, otherwise known as a Tesla. He wasn't even holding the wheel, he was just talking. It drove itself here. And he was talking about how when he was recently with his family visiting a natural place of beauty, he was appreciating how the features of the world are enthralling. They capture us. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentions that these are little samples of my attractive nature. If you see the ocean, every time I drive over the 92, Skyline Boulevard, anybody? I went to Skyline College, so I used to drive up there all the time. And as soon as you get over the hill and you see the ocean, there's a sense, I should inhale, wow. Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita speaks about this. That feeling you get when you see the ocean, he said, that's me. That's my attractive nature. Or if you see strength in someone, the strength of controlling the senses, and you think, oh, how could such a person do that? And Krishna says, oh, that's me. It's coming from me. So this is, you could go categorically through all the elements of the world that you can note, and Krishna says it all emanates from me. So when we say Krishna, there's a way in which we're coming directly in contact with that original source of all attractiveness. And according to the sages, one can be absorbed in that name, and that means by hearing it and being absorbed in it, you're absorbed in the person, because the person and the name are the same. And this means that you can come close to Krishna, the original person, just by saying Krishna. And then Hare. Hare is the female principle of the Absolute Supreme, because there's a love affair going on since time immemorial, not time immemorial, eternally. The spiritual world is about a love affair. That's why playwrights write about love affairs, found, lost. The tragedies are all about how people come together and then they are vanquished or they're broken apart unceremoniously. The comedies are about how jolly it is in the relationship, and there's some hijinks that goes on in the relationship, but it's about relationship. And of course you have histories. Histories always include the rise of a king or queen who has complex relationships, and then either they're broken or they're victorious or then they die. But all the topics culminate in this kind of loving relationship. And Hare is the supreme goddess, who's the counterpart to Krishna, the supreme person. And it indicates their loving exchange, which is called the Adiras. And that's the source of ultimate interest for every living being. However, we diffuse our attention by looking for that original loving relationship in everywhere except our source. And we see it in the world, and we look for it in the world, as I mentioned before. Has to be there, otherwise you'll change the channel. It's not interesting. And when the suggestion comes that the relationship's going to start, then everyone leans in and feels, now the plot thickens, and it becomes interesting. And in our lives, that's the ultimate endeavor, to find that loving relationship. But it's there already. So when you say Hare, it comes from Hara, or the female aspect of the Supreme. And the two go together. So when you say Hare, it's a way of addressing Hara. So try Hare. And then say Krishna. And now you have the original loving affair right on the tip of your tongue. The source of all enjoyment that everyone's looking for. But it has no inebriety. Inebriety means we enjoy something, but then we're left tainted by it. You may have experienced before engaging in some kind of pleasurable activity in this world, and it seemed like a good idea at the time, but then later on you felt besmirched, which means smeared with some kind of objectionable thought or circumstance in your life that seems unfavorable. And this is what Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, that the happiness we seek in this world, which is separate from the enjoyment that we find in the spiritual world, has a shelf life, has a beginning and an end. And therefore, he says, wise persons don't become attached to it. Rather, they consider with their intelligence there must be a source to this pleasure. And they take help from the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam to give their full attention to the original source of happiness. So that's what it means to say Hare Krishna. Can anybody repeat it back to me? No, the whole thing of what I just said. So I'd like to hear it back again. And then you have Rama. Ramante yogo noenante satchiranda yadatmani iti Rama padenasu panam Brahma padiyate. The highest pleasure in this world is sought after by those who have risen above the conception that there is a scintilla of happiness in the material world. In other words, they understand that when they seek happiness in material engagement, that it's like seeking a glass of water from a mirage. It looks like it's there, but it's not there. So the verse says, they've turned their full attention towards the Supreme, and they're only willing to take pleasure from that source. That's called Rama, which means it's not just the highest happiness, but it's ever-increasing happiness. Therefore, you have these three words, Hare Krishna and Rama, and they're combined into a sound formula. And by listening to the sound formula of the mantra and repeating it, one's mind can be fully absorbed in the spiritual world, the spiritual realm, wherever one is. So we're going to try that by experimenting with the mantra together as a group. And this is something that's been practiced for many years, and it can be captivating. Since we're all together, we can sing as a choir. Would you like to be part of the Silicon Valley choir? I was once walking in a place in India called Govardhan. There's a hill there that you can walk around and forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. And I came across a group that were by the side of the road, and they had a kirtan going on that was so attractive I couldn't pass. I couldn't get past the kirtan, not because anyone was blocking the path, but because the sound was so captivating. And the rhythm, they were playing tabla, actually. They had some very catchy tal or rhythm going. And the sound of the kirtan, the melody that they were singing the holy names of Krishna and Rama and Hari too, was so captivating that I couldn't pass. I got as far as the kirtan and I couldn't go past it. I had to sit down. I couldn't move. Every time I thought, you have to get going, you're going to miss your breakfast. It doesn't matter, I can't move. So this can be the captivating power of kirtan, that we may find ourselves absorbed in the sound vibration of the spiritual world in such a way that we no longer are thinking about how we overpaid our taxes last year. And then we think, well, if I claim it, then maybe I'll get audited. So maybe I won't. And what happened to my accountant anyway? Last time I talked to him, he sounded intoxicated. Maybe I need a new one. Or any other combination or permutation of material anxieties which are flowing into our mental system constantly, causing us to be distracted from our real interest in life. One can rise above that through entering into the sound vibration congregationally. So shall we try it? We'll start with a few preliminary prayers which we'll say in unison, and then we'll go to the Hare Krishna mantra, which I already described. And that will be a call and response, so I'll sing it out, and then you can sing it back to me as a chorus. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Deve Bhagavani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshitarani Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You guys sound fantastic. You should go everywhere in the valley all together. And have kirtan. It's very sterile. So you go downtown San Francisco, if you go on the street there, you'll find that it's desolate. There's a sense of, I have to get somewhere else. Nobody's spending much time on street corners unless they're highly intoxicated, in which case they're not aware of where they are. And oftentimes people live in concrete buildings and spend their time mostly inside. They don't see the sun, they don't see the stars. There's so much light pollution. And we can get conditioned by our environment. In fact, that's one of the points Krishna makes in the Bhagavad Gita, that there are modalities in this world, and when we come in contact with them, we're affected by them because we're highly impressionable. Does anybody here feel that they're highly impressionable? Does anybody here feel that they have complete fortification so that they're not affected by anyone or any situation in their life? So Krishna mentions that when we come in contact randomly with various circumstances in life and we're not prepared and we haven't fortified ourselves enough, we can become infected by bad habits. And we can also develop patterns in our lives that are non-productive and disappointing to even ourselves. So happy life, happy human life, Krishna mentions Shaknoti Taivaya Shodhum Praksharira Vimokshana Kama Krodha Bhamam Begam Suyukta sa suki nara. Say suki nara. It sounds Japanese. And it means, in Sanskrit, a happy human. Sukhi. Sukhi means you have good space. Sukhi. Sukhi nara. And nara means human being. So Krishna mentions there that Shaknoti haivaya shodhum praksharir vimokshanat. Praksharir vimokshanat means before you're asked to vacate this body. Like everybody knows there's an eviction notice coming, right? Did you remember that? You didn't get a lease agreement even when you got this body. So it's coming sometime. So he says, praksharira vimokshana means before you're asked to vacate the present apartment you're living in. It's a little apartment. It's more of a, what do they call those? The ones you rent? Airbnb. It's an Airbnb. It's not like you own even have, you have the rights to it. It can be taken away at any minute. Praksharira vimokshana, before sharira vimokshana, before you're asked to vacate the body, he says, shaknoti haiva, means you should develop some power. You should have some strength. Shakti. Say Shakti. You need a little yoga balena. Bala means strength also. Say bala. Yoga bala. You need the strength of yoga. It means that with a little practice every day, and you get in the rhythm of the practice, you can develop what is called spiritual strength. So you're not vulnerable to the various influences of the world. So he says, Shaknoti haivaya shodhum prakshara vimokshana kama krodhod bhavam vegam. He mentions Vegas, that we can be overwhelmed by urges. Has anybody ever had a plan and then because of a sudden urge you weren't able to carry out your plan? Does it have anything to do with diet? Or maybe you planned on studying something and then there was an urge to look at something else and then you found yourself 3 days later slumped in a corner, still scrolling, and you forgot to write your thesis paper or even think of a thesis. Well, these are vagams. And Krishna mentions how they're naturally there when we come into a body, because the body has its own demands. So it's yours to train. The mind has to be trained. All the senses have to be trained. And if you train your senses through the practice of bhakti yoga, they become purified. And we find then, with purified senses, we can truly enjoy. When we're distracted, when we're looking for the next thing, and too much is not enough, we never feel satisfied. But through the practice of bhakti, a little bit every day, like drops a day wear the stone away, we can have this sense of self-control is a symptom, and also a natural sense of inner happiness. And this can be achieved by the mantra. Therefore, the kind of chanting we just did is called Samkirtan, where you do it together. And the other kind is a personal meditation on the mantra. It's typically called japa. And if you take a little time to practice saying the mantra so you can hear it yourself and listening to the sound and training your mind to come back again and again to the sound vibration. So your mind's in the mantra and the mantra's in your mind, and it becomes one thing. You can find yourself in a state of enthrallment. And you can also find yourself in the one space that most people never touch upon throughout their whole lives, and that's the present moment. Because the mind is prone to think about what might happen and guard against try to be preemptive in guarding against various ways in which one might be derailed in this world, financially or socially. What else is there besides finances and social? Emotionally, yeah, we might be emotionally protective and thinking how to guard in different ways. Or we may also think of what's happened in the past, and that defines us because we dwell in it, and think about various ways in which we may have not performed the way we wanted to in the past, or we may have been offended by someone, in which case we can develop a very serious disease which is called resentment. If you think about the word resent, it means to resend. It happened, and then there's a button you can keep pushing to resend the emotion of what happened. It already happened, so it's not like you're going to change it, right? But you can resend it. That's called resentment. Resend. Yeah, but when I was a kid, one boom, boom, boom. And then in the future, yeah, but what if that happens? And we stay in these two realms, and they're non-productive. But with the mantra, the help of the mantra, we can be anchored in the very present moment. It takes a lot of practice, and it's hard because the mind's so strong, it wants to pull in different ways. But if we're going to practice anything, all of us here, to be able to do good for others, then we have to become the masters of our own senses and our own mind. If we're carried away by bad habits, how can we teach others? We have to teach by example. And there's no way to stay stable in this world unless you've practiced and have some strength of yoga. Krishna talks about different kinds of yoga. In the 8th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, some yogis practice with breath control, some with fixing their mind in one point. The bhakti yogis think of service, how to serve Krishna. And incidentally, chanting is a kind of service. In fact, it's mentioned in one of the wisdom literatures called the Padma Purana that yoga begins with the tongue. And if you use your tongue to chant the names of God, then there's a natural way of all your other senses coming under control. And this is a way of beginning the practice of yoga and continuing the practice of yoga. So here at ISKCON Silicon Valley, we advocate for developing your own home spiritual practice. Make sure you set up an environment at home that you can spend at least a little time, especially in the morning when you wake up, of chanting and also reading something from the Bhagavad Gita. If you do these two things regularly when you first wake up in the morning, you'll find that you're much more productive throughout the day. And you'll start noticing after some time, if you can remain consistent in the process, or even if you're not, even a little attention to this, even sporadically, you'll start to notice an inner change. And you'll trace it back. Oh, that's coming from my practice. And then you'll get encouraged because you'll think, if a little bit did that much, what would happen if I leaned into it? And I made it more regular, and I did it with more attention. And it became more voluminous in my practice. What might happen? Well, what might happen is you'd make rapid spiritual advancement. And what might happen then? You'd see the world in a different way. You wouldn't overreact to things, wouldn't overthink things. You'd find yourself in the present moment in such a way that you felt natural satisfaction. And you'd also begin to interact with people in a different way. Have you ever had somebody say something to you and then they told you that they thought you were grouchy? In England, they say grumpy. This is the name of a character in Snow White, I think. It always makes me laugh. But you might say, I am not grouchy. These are the stimuli that come from associating with modes of nature that stir up our hearts and make us agitated. But we can feel naturally peaceful and grounded when we have a spiritual practice. So we advocate for this. And we have the books, we have the process of chanting, anyone can take to it. And then we have courses we teach throughout the community where anybody can educate him or herself about the ontology of the practice of Krishna consciousness. It's a very deep subject matter. What is the universe? How do the energies work here? What is our relationship with this world? Do you take another birth after this? Or is everything finished at the end? These are questions that many people bypass because they feel that there's no answers. Therefore, they just go on scrolling. Scrolling doesn't just mean looking at a phone. It means anything random. Like, say, football. It's pretty random. Who made it up that you have to kick a ball and not hit it with your hand unless you're a goalie? Somebody made that up. Or baseball. Who said there's how many bags? 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to have your foot on the bag. Who made up the infield fly rule? Some guy. It's all random. But if you take something that's age-tested, that's been passed down from sages, this is a life of bhajan, a life of worship, a life of becoming grounded spiritually. And that's what our organization is about, is giving you a start so you can do it yourself. And we also have a community that anyone can join into. We have 5 more minutes and then I'm going to be escorted out of here. So I want to sing one tune for you before we go, just a few bars from a raga, which I want you to take in your heart, because the way we move in life is from the song we keep in our heart. So this is a song to keep in your heart, a melody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare So you can carry that in your heart. Keep coming back to the mantra because it shelters us, it protects us, it gives us all intelligence. And if we live in that mantra always and keep that vibration going, then we'll never be misdirected. Thank you very much, everyone, for your kind attention. And we have a celebration going on all throughout this month for one of the greatest teachers in our line who revived the process of Bhakti Yoga and brought it to the modern world. His name was Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He wrote over 100 books. He was a high court magistrate, so it wasn't that he was not busy. And he also wrote thousands of songs, each one of which paints a picture of the spiritual world and takes us on a journey there. And the feeling of the spiritual world enters our hearts by singing those songs. And he also passed on all this to his predecessors who brought it to all of us through our founder Acharya. So this month is a month we worship every day the memory of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And we also do something practical for him every year. We try to emulate what his teachings were and also carry out something that will do good for everyone in Silicon Valley based on what he told us to do. Which brings me to the next very brief part of our program, which may not be self-evident to you yet, or even to me. But I'm being handed notes, and each one of them is as enigmatic as the next. That's not true, they're pretty clear. So it looks like we have a expression of gratitude by one of our leaders here. What are you going to do? This is Malini Devi Dasi. She's always up to something. And you can tell by the expression on her face that she has something up her sleeve that's going to be interesting. So let's see what she has. What do you got for us?
Hare Krishna. So, as Prabhu was mentioning, this is the month dedicated to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And every year we do this for Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that is, give an opportunity for everyone to participate in this marathon. And what do? We just request if you all can participate in some form or the other. And today the opportunity is, if you want, you could sponsor sets of Bhagavatams. And why we're doing this is because, as you know, the global goal is to distribute at least 100,008 Srimad Bhagavatams worldwide. And ISV has taken a very small part of that 100,008 goal.
No, it's actually really big.
Which is at least 7,301 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. And this is double than what we did last year. So we wanted to see if we all can come together as a family and support this cause for Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And by collecting the sponsorships, we just wanted to show you a glimpse of what and where the books are going, and how devotees are going completely out of their way to share this knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam with one and all. So we'll just play a small video. If you can please turn down the lights, please.
Yeah, I was thinking like a religious course in college. Oh, beautiful, very nice.
We can turn on the lights now. Devotees actually were spending late nights. They would start early in the mornings. They stayed up late nights. Some are still doing it. Kautukana Prabhu, Adinath Krishna Prabhu are still on the field distributing Srimad Bhagavatam sets. So all these people who took Srimad Bhagavatam sets, some of them are very new to Krishna consciousness and they're just starting. So sometimes they may not be able to fully pay for the sets of Srimad Bhagavatam. But with our support, we'll be able to facilitate all the different people from all walks of life to be able to read and enjoy Srimad Bhagavatam and join our Bhakti community soon. And so this is an opportunity that it's open for anyone. If you like to sponsor a set of Srimad Bhagavatam within America, it is $250. And if it is outside of America, it is $200. So, Prabhu, would you like to say anything?
Are you talking to me? Yes, I'd like to sponsor a set of Bhagavatams for America because I think we need it over here as soon as possible.
And if you're watching online and if you'd like to text in to sponsor a set of Srimad Bhagavatam, you can do so by texting or doing on a WhatsApp text. It is 408-515-5292. The number is on the sheet as well. It's 408-515-5292. And Hansapriya is going to help if you raise your hand, and then she'll take your pledges here.
I'll do 4 sets USA.
Okay, Ekachakra Pran Prabhu wants to do 4 sets for USA.
Wow. Say Haribo. No, Bhalo, Bhalo.
Hello, hello.
Bhalo means good, 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 very good. Too much nice. There's some deal going down over here.
Yeah, we have very, very profound statement from Sundarananda Prabhu, and he says he would like to sponsor 5 sets
What?
for Vaisesika Prabhu and Mother Nirkula's birthday.
Bhalo, Bhalo.
Okay, while we are waiting for the room, Yashoda Vatsala Prabhu and Venu Panidasi Mataji would like to sponsor 1 set. They didn't mention if it was for USA or outside of USA.
That means by default it's for USA. Bhalo, Bhalo.
Oh yes, confirmed it's USA.
Yes, Premanista for USA for Nirkula Mother's birthday.
Bhalo,
Hello,
Bhalo.
hello.
Remind me your name. Supriya Kumari for 1 for international.
Hari, Hari.
Haribo.
There's one text from Raghav Sharma Prabhu, 1 set for USA.
Bhalo, Bhalo.
There's one anonymous, this is for USA.
Hare Hare.
Yes, Vasuprada. On behalf of Vasuprada is sponsoring for Flickr 2 sets to India. Haribo.
Oh.
This is nice, deep thinking.
How many books are in the set, Melanie?
There are 18 books in a set.
And how long does it take to read all 18 books?
Where's Brajaras?
It depends how fast you read, right?
It's 1 year. How many pages?
Depends how fast you read. And is it feasible to read the whole book in this
Yes.
lifetime?
Yes.
How many verses of the book would you have to read a day in order to finish it in 50 years?
40.
One verse a day in 50 years.
50 years. Oh.
So you can check your actuary chart and see how long you're going to live.
We have Sundar Achyuta Prabhu sponsoring 8 sets for Mother Nirkula for her birthday.
Haribo!
USA.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur advocated for reading Srimad Bhagavatam because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said it's the Amala Purana. Every aspect of the Srimad Bhagavatam is related to Krishna's form because it's an incarnation of Krishna. So when you read the Srimad Bhagavatam, you naturally develop love for Krishna.
There's one text. This is from Vicky, and she wants to sponsor 2 sets for Guru Ma's birthday for USA.
Haribo! Where's Vicky? We noticed those pictures of people taking full sets of Bhagavatams in various places. Those pictures were taken in Oregon, many of them. And when people take them home, then they place them in their house. It takes a prominent place in most people's homes. And then their entire home begins to transform into a spiritual environment because of the presence of the Srimad Bhagavatam in their homes. So we're finding, just this morning we had a call with participants from many different countries around the world in doing this very same thing we're doing here. And we found quite a few people from Russia, where it's very difficult to publicly pass on spiritual literature. It's not allowed. But they have an underground system so that the Bhagavatams will go out to many people in Russia, all over Russia, Siberia, people, it's a big demand. They did let me know on the side, though, because of some of the energy issues, the price of the Bhagavatam has gone up precipitously there. So if anybody wants to help sponsor for somebody in Russia who may be deprived of a Srimad Bhagavatam, is very eager to have one. We can also facilitate that through we have a connection there. Don't tell anybody, but we're in contact with the Russians.
There's the text came in. This is Anil Kulkarni and Hemant Kulkarni would like to sponsor 2 sets. This is outside of USA.
Haribo!
Yes, Ekeshwari. 1 set for international.
Haribo! Now we've done a scientific study from these events before. And the louder you say Hari Bol after somebody sponsors a set, the more sets go out. We've measured it over 24 years. So you can be participants even if you don't sponsor one. And say Hari Bol as robustly as possible.
This is Shipra Agarwal Mataji, and on behalf of her family, she wants to sponsor 5 sets for Mother Nirukula's birthday for USA.
Haribol! How does she do that? Is it by telepathy?
She's right behind
I
Shaman.
know, that's what I'm saying. They were able to intuit what she wanted just by standing here. One of the benefits of practicing chanting Hare Krishna. You can read people's minds. Can you read anybody else's mind out there? That they're thinking something. I'm picking up a lot that people want to sponsor more sets. I feel it coming from this side of the room and also that side. Oh, see? 5 sets for Russia. Haribol!
Pyare Mohan Prabhu. Pyare Mohan
Call
Prabhu.
Ambarishi Maharaj.
Pyare Charan
So
Prabhu.
happy. That's a good thing. They're so sincere over there. It's hard to distribute books in Russia under penalty of being imprisoned. So we have to smuggle them. Fantastic. 5 sets for Russia there. We got it down, right? Yes. Okay. I'm picking up more vibrations. They're coming in now, stronger.
This is from Krishna Dave. She wants to sponsor 4 sets for USA and 4 sets for India.
Haribol! Yeah, actually, they go out to these villages in India. There's tens of thousands of villages there. And they're very pure-minded people there in the villages. They could never afford a set of Bhagavatams. And they all have a community center in their town. And the sets are personally placed there in those community centers. And people come there and they read them every day. They gather in groups. And it makes a community that's dedicated to hearing transcendental sound vibration.
This is coming from Nayana Manjari, Lavangasaki Mataji, and Rohini Dulal Prabhu. For the pleasure of Nirakula Mataji and Vaisesika Prabhu, 10 sets for USA.
Whoa! Haribol!
We have 10 minutes only.
I think it's good to meditate on where the sets go. Just recently, one of our esteemed community members who had is highly skilled and trained and also a very handsome person. He was out of his corporate job, but then, and it's very hard to get back in again. But then somebody he had gifted a set to 7 years ago, who was so impressed with the Srimad Bhagavatam, had gotten in touch with him and brought him into one of the better corporations here in the Bay Area. I won't say the name, so I don't want to offend anybody. But it was all because of his connection of distributing a Srimad Bhagavatam set. And the person's life had changed, and therefore he wanted to do something for this person. So it's a gift that continues in people's lives when you sponsor a set of Bhagavatams. It's highly consequential.
We have one in the room. Sorry, go ahead.
Haribol!
Arna, 2 sets.
Way to go, Arna.
Kunjri wants to say something.
I would like to sponsor 2 sets that we distributed on Nirguna Mataji's birthday.
Oh, so Kunjari would like to sponsor 2 sets which she distributed for Mother Nirkula's birthday.
Haribo.
Thank you, Kunjari.
And this is a message from Ajnavi Kumar, they wanted to sponsor 2 sets for international.
Haribo.
And yeah, this is from Nikunjanayaka Prabhu. 4 sets for Guruma on her birthday.
Haribo. Okay, we only have 8 minutes left, so I want to test my theory. The louder you say Haribo, the more people sponsor.
Okay. This is anonymous, and 2 sets for USA.
Haribo!
And this is from Julan Yatra Dasi, 2 sets for USA and 2 sets international on the occasion of Guruma's birthday.
Haribo! Thank you, Julian Yatra. Way to go.
Okay. This is from Vijay Damodar Prabhu, Leelanandini Devi Dasi, Aname, Akshar Nitai Das, and Ananta Chandrika Devi Dasi. For Guruma's birthday, 2 sets international.
Haribo!
Okay. So there is another anonymous donation, 5 sets international.
Haribo!
And this is from Tirtha Kirti Prabhu, 3 sets dedicated to Guruma from Tushtaram,
Haribo!
US.
Tusharam's a baby, by the way.
Yes.
Way to go, Tusharam.
And this is from Shamarupa Prabhu, 1 set for Russia on the occasion of Mother Nirakula's appearance day.
Haribo!
And this is from Samskriti, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam International.
Haribo!
I will do 1 set international for Ramananda Prabhu's birthday, which is on Tuesday.
Haribo! Okay. There is one anonymous donation, but someone really special. 1 set international.
Haribo!
Okay.
That really makes us curious.
Prabhu, your name, please? Taradas. He would like to do 1 set for Mother Nirakula, Haribo, for her birthday.
Tara with the T.
T.
Tara with the T. Tara with the T.
Ananta Vallabha Prabhu for the Mother Nirkula, 2 sets, USA.
Okay, we're counting down the last 4 minutes. It has a beginning and an end, and it's opportunity for Bhaktivinoda Thakur's disappearance day, which is on Tuesday, is quickly running out. So we're going to count down from 10, and then the opportunity, the window will be closed. Krishna 10, Krishna 9, Krishna 8, Krishna 7, Krishna 6, Krishna 5, Krishna 4, Krishna
We
3.
have one here.
Okay. Now Ramandasaka Prabhu. This is anonymous, but 2 sets for you for USA.
Haribo! Way to go, Ramananda Saka. Krishna 10, Krishna 9, Krishna 8, Krishna 7, Krishna 6, Krishna 5, Krishna 4, Krishna 3.
Oh, this is from Ramani, Mukharvinda Prabhu, and Ananga Gopika Devidasi. They not only just go and distribute, but they're also sponsoring 1 set for USA for Guru Ma's appearance day.
Haribo! Krishna 10, Krishna 9, Krishna 8, Krishna 7, Krishna 6, Krishna 5, Krishna 4, Krishna 3, Krishna 2, Krishna 1, Krishna point 5, Krishna point 25.
Sheetal is sponsoring 1 set from OE for Mother Nirkula's birthday.
Haribo! Krishna, wow, really we're almost out of time. Krishna 10, Krishna 9, Krishna 8, Krishna 7, Krishna 6, Krishna 5, Krishna 4, Krishna 3, Krishna 2, Krishna 1, Krishna point 5, Krishna point 125. That was close.
I was saving. So, just I wanted to sponsor 20 sets to Russia on behalf of our dear Nirakula Mataji's birthday.
Haribo! This is the real United Nations. Krishna 10, Krishna 9, Krishna 8, Krishna 7, Krishna 6.
This is, again, from Venupani Mataji as well as Yashoda Vatsal Prabhu. 1 set for Guru Ma's birthday.
Haribo! 1 minute left. Krishna 10,
We have
Krishna 9.
Lakshmi Pashupati. She is sponsoring 1 set for Guruma for her birthday.
Haribo! Krishna 10, Krishna 9, Krishna 8, Krishna 7, Krishna 6, Krishna 5, Krishna 4, Krishna 3, Krishna 2, Krishna 1, Krishna point 5.
So this is Rohini Dulal Prabhu again checking in and sending 2 more sets for Ramandasaka Prabhu.
Haribo! Everyone in the Ramananda fan club, this is the last 30 seconds. Krishna 10, Krishna 9, Krishna 8, Krishna 7, Krishna 6, Krishna 5, Krishna 4.
We have one. We have a very big hand out there from little Anushuya. She would like to do 10 sets international for Mother Nirkula.
Haribo! Krishna 10, Krishna 9, Krishna 8.
We have one.
We have a few coming. So
30 seconds
last minute.
left.
So this is from Dhira Prashant Prabhu. Would like to sponsor Bhagavatam for his friend Mukul.
Go
He was
Mukul.
his college mate and from his first job out of college. Huh? Colleague. Okay. Oh, you're here. Oh, he's outside for his friend, Jai. And
Haribo!
this is from Akhil Prabhu Tulsi and Anusha Mataji, 2 sets international.
Haribo!
And this is Jyoti and Narsimhan, 1 set for Guru Ma's birthday for USA.
Haribo!
And we have 5 sets from Allison on Guruma's birthday for USA. That's from Mother Shraddha.
Haribo!
Thank you, Allison.
Oh, there's, okay, I have to read this. So this is from Krishna Saka Prabhu and Kamalakshi Radha Devidasi. They had an internal goal to distribute at least 108 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. So they wanted to say that today they fulfill their pledge of distributing 108 Srimad Bhagavatam set, and they want to offer it for your birthday. And they also want to sponsor 108 sets for USA.
Hariva!
And that was all for Nirukula Mataji's birthday, by the way.
Haribo.
And then this is Vicky again. Oh,
We have Arna. Go ahead. One set on behalf of?
Her and her family.
So Devi Kumari's daughter, Arna, would like to sponsor one set from her family for USA. Haribo. I don't see parents around, but it's blessed. No worries.
this is Vicky again. She's sponsoring 5 sets for Russia.
How is she doing it? I don't even see her.
They're texting.
I don't see that happening. We're really out of time. This is it.
Okay.
Seriously.
Now, I think now we are coming to the most important part. This is from Radha Kripa Prabhu. He's sponsoring 2 sets for India on behalf of his late mother, Shanti Devi Dasi. Haribo! Okay, so this is not anonymous. So this is from Brajaras Bhavana Prabhu. He's asking, may I please sponsor 2 sets for USA on behalf of the VDA broadcast team for Ramananda Saka Prabhu.
There's a whole sampradaya out there. It's true.
And this is from Jayesh Prabhu, 1 set for USA.
Haribo! Jayesh Prabhu! We're lingering in the out of time zone right here, so you better make it fast because we're going to stop. Very last one, when we hit 1, it's over. Krishna 10, Krishna 9, Krishna 8, Krishna 7, Krishna 6.
We have from Ansha Malangi.
I think the internet is not great here.
Tell us, please.
Oh, I got it. So, Shamalangi Mataji wants to sponsor 1 set for Guruma for USA and 1 set for Ramananda Saka Prabhu.
Haribo!
And by the way, his actual birthday is on Tuesday, so you can come back on Tuesday.
We're at 6. We're not going back again once we get to 1. Krishna 5, Krishna 4, Krishna 3.
Okay. This is from Madhuri Sakhi, and she wants to sponsor 1 set for Guru Maharaj and Guru Ma for international.
Haribo! Krishna 4, Krishna 3.
Okay. This is Kaushik, wants to sponsor 1 set for USA.
Haribo! Way to go, Kaushik. Krishna 2.
We have.
This is Nitai Kirtan Bihari Prabhu. He tried to call, but then he texted again. He says 1 set for Guru Ma's appearance day and 1 set for Ramananda Saka Prabhu.
Haribo!
USA.
Krishna 1.5.
There's an anonymous. And this is for international, one set for Ramananda Saka Prabhu.
Haribo! Krishna 1.25. Krishna 1.24. 25. I said 25. Krishna 1.125. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Okay, now more things are coming. This is Mansi Mataji's Shuyash Prabhu from Anusuya. They want to sponsor one set for USA for Krishangi Gopika Mataji.
Haribo! Krishna
06125.
Krishna 0.06125. Krishna 1.030161225.
This is from Shashishekar Prabhu and Victoria Mataji. They want to sponsor one set for USA for Ramachandra's birthday.
Haribo! Krishna 1.15011125. Go Premanande. Now I didn't get to one, so we're going to start it up on Tuesday again.
And
Thank you very much, everyone. We have an announcement. Tuesday is a special celebration here. We're going to celebrate Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's Tirobhav. Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Tirobhav. So we're going to start here on Tuesday night at
6 p.m.
5:59 p.m. And we'll see you all here for Bhaktivinoda Bhajans until the moon rises and then sets again. We'll be here all night, in other words. So feel free to stop in. There'll be a sumptuous feast. There'll be chanting, dancing, feasting, and katha about Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Now we're going to put away all the asanas and roll up the carpet, and we'll meet you back on the dance floor. We're going to sing a song written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in pen, and it's about the beauty of the Panchatattva. Gaur Premanande Haribo. Thank you, everybody. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Madhura mridanga bhaje paramarasa. Madhur, madhur, madhur bhaje. Madhur, madhur, madhur bhaje. Janta bhaje, janta bhaje. Madhur, madhur, madhur bhaje. Shanka bhaje, Ganta bhaje, Madhur, madhur, madhur bhaje. Madhur, madhur, madhur bhaje. Madhur, madhur, madhur bhaje. Madhur, madhur, madhur bhaje. Hari bol, hari bol, hari bol, jai Goda Hari bol. Bahu koti chandagini, Bhavana ujjvala. Galadeshe Vanna Mala Kore Chalamala. Shiva Shukanarana Rime Gada Gada. Thakur Bhakti Vinoda Keke Gaurara Sampada. Thakur Thakur Bhakti Vinoda Keke Gaurara Sampada. Viva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati Kosho. Janadi Tatavane Jagamana Loba. Go down there, Arati Shobha, Jagajana Mana Loha. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol. Jaya Bhakti Vinod, Bhakti Vinod, Bhakti Vinod, Jaya Bhakti Vinod. Jaya Vaishnava Thakur, Vaishnava Thakur, Vaishnava Thakur, Jaya Vaishnava Thakur. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Paridajkaracharya Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad Abhayacharya Arvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Paridajkaracharya Ashtottara Shata Shri Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Shri Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Purushottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Ki Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi Ki Samaveda Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna, please have your seat. We will have Narsingha Aarti now. We would like to dedicate today's Narsingha Aarti to Ruchir Prabhu's uncle, Janak Bhai Pandit Prabhu, who is hospitalized in India. We request all the devotees to please pray to Shri Shri Lakshmi Narsingha if he so desires to protect him and bring him to health as soon as possible. Thank you for considering the request. Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narasimhaya Namaste Narasimhaya Nara Shinghamadim Sharanam Prapade Nara Shinghamadim Sharanam Prapade Nara Shinghamadim Sharanam Prapade Tava Kara Kamalavare Naka Avashina Danta Hiranyakashipu Jai Jagadish Hare Tava Kara Kamalavare Jaya Palamara Jaya Palamara Jaya Palamara Jaya Palamara नरसिंहदेव भगवान की प्रहलाद महाराज की उदय गौर प्रेमानंद
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. On behalf of ISKCON of Silicon Valley, it is our great pleasure and joy to welcome you all to the beautiful Sunday Feast celebration here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley. We are very delighted that you have taken your very valuable time and join us to celebrate this occasion with us. So let's give a big round of applause to everyone who has joined us here in person. Hare 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 Bo. We'll also like to welcome all our online viewers as well. So let's give them a big round of applause as well. Hare 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 Bo. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu for bringing us today's Krishna Katha and also leading an ecstatic Aarti. So let's thank him for today's class and Aarti. Hare 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 Bo. We'll also like to thank Her Grace Madhuri Sakhi for leading Narsinga Aarti. Haribo! Anyone who is coming here for the first time, we see a large turnout today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. If we could be of any assistance, please reach out to me. My name is Sri Gopal Das. We'll be happy to assist you and help you in any way we can. So let's chant one Mahamantra for the benefit and to bring auspiciousness in all the newcomers' life and all of us as well. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have a very exciting week coming up. We have very exalted guest that we are expecting this week. His Grace Hanmat Prekshak Maharaj. If you know, Maharaj used to be at ISV. Many years back, he was a resident Maharaj here. And he is coming here after a very, very long time. And he will give us a Sunday discourse class this coming Sunday. So please look out for the email and other announcements. And we'll be happy to see you on Sunday. Hare Krishna. And we'll also have Her Grace Prabhupada Priya Mataji, who will give us a Saturday Srimad Bhagavatam class. So we hope to see you on Saturday and Sunday. And coming Tuesday, this is Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur's disappearance day. And we will be having program here at temple starting at 6 p.m. And we will end the program at 7:30 p.m. So this program will be led by His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu. So we hope to see you all on Tuesday. So remember Tuesday at 6 p.m. Okay? Hare Krishna. So I'd like to take the again opportunity to thank all our sponsors for tonight's feast. First, there is an anonymous sponsor. And this is, the sponsor is sponsoring the Sunday feast in memory of their daughter. And they have a special prayer that they asked me to say. So I will just repeat their prayers here. They say, with heavy hearts, the parents share that their beloved daughter, Adya Krishna, the greatest miracle has departed at 24 weeks of pregnancy on the day of Parma Ekadashi. So she filled their lives with love and meaning they had never known before. Her presence, however brief, changed them forever. They are holding her close in their hearts as they grieve and heal, and your love and prayers mean everything to them. So let's pray to give protection to their daughter wherever she is. She is closer to Krishna and she is in a safe place. And let's also pray that the parents and the family get strength to heal from this tragedy. Hare Krishna. Thank you for considering the request. Our next sponsor is Tirtha Kriti Prabhu and Tulsika Devi Mataji. They are sponsoring the occasion of the birthday, the first month of their birthday of their son, Tushta Rama Prabhu. Hare Krishna. And they are also requesting the blessings of all the assembled devotees on the behalf of Radhangi, Damodar, Narottam, and Tushta Ram Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhuji, for sponsoring the feast. Let's thank them in their absentia. They're not here, but let's thank them for their sponsoring tonight's feast as well. Hare Krishna. And Ajay Dwivedi Prabhu is also sponsoring today's feast. He is sponsoring for the pleasure of all the devotees. So thank you, Ajay Dwivedi Prabhu. Is he here? I know he was doing service earlier in the temple. So let's, please come here, Prabhu, Ajay. Thank you for sponsoring the feast. Would you like to say a few words? Say Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. So let's thank him, Hare Krishna. Okay. And Prabhuji, here is a gift and Mahaprasad from us. Thank you for sponsoring the gift, Prasad. And let's chant one Mahamantra for all the sponsors tonight.
Parth, why don't you come forward and tell us what you're sponsoring feast for?
Next week, she said. Okay. So we understand, as we know, we are guessing, I think maybe we are right, is his birthday. Tomorrow is his birthday. And you are sponsoring on the occasion of our birthday. And what is your name? Parth? Okay. We got to know that his name is Parth. Hare Krishna Parth. Wish you a very, very happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay. And we have a very small gift and a Mahaprasad for you. Would you be interested to accept it?
He's happy with anything the word.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Would you like to say a few words?
Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Mama.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama. Hare Hare.
Rama. Hare Hare.
Haribo! Okay. Here's a cow. And here's the Mahaprasad. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Parth. Hare Krishna. Any other announcement?
Malini has given out these 7-Eleven cards, and there are some outside if in case you miss taking one. So Mother Nirkula will accept those cards from you at 6:30 p.m. So just before your youth jam. So we're going to actually request if you could take prasadam outside if possible. And then or you can take prasadam here, but we will clean up at 6:10 p.m. So if you could help yourself, and then maybe we can come back here at 6:30 with the cards. Hare Krishna.
Now Ragini will announce the cooks for tonight's feast.
Hare Krishna. Today's cooks will be led by Ujjwala Rasa Mataji, Manjari Gopika Mataji, Achyuta Chaitanya Prabhuji, Indrani Mataji, Sandeep Prabhuji, Krishna Prabhuji, Ajay Prabhuji, Vijay Narasimha Prabhuji, Ajay Prabhuji, Divyananda Prabhu, Sri Rama Prabhu, Rasamrita Shesha Prabhu, Dadya Seva Prabhu, Nikhil Prabhu, Ganesh Prabhu, Umesh Prabhu, Rima Mataji, Prajala Mataji, Abha Mataji, Aruna Mataji, Lalita Gopinath Mataji, Bhavika Mataji, Mari Mataji, Kiran Maya Mataji, Arun Prabhu, and Geeta Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we'll go to Prasad Sevya Prayers.
Vidyaja Jodendriya Taheka. Armadeji Vayaji Vavanasudamati Take Jeta Dina Samsare Krishna Vado Doya Moy Kori Bare Jivajan Chapra Kadana Dilokai Se Anamita Pao Radha Krishna Gunaga Prene Thakur Shri Chaitanya Lita Mahaprasade Govinde Namo Brahmane Vaishnave Kalpa Punyam Vatamradan Vishvasane Vajayate Prasade Sarva Dukkanam Anirasya Vajayate Prasana Cheta Soyashu Buddhi Paryavadishtate Tvayopavukta Shaganda Vasulankara Charchita Vishta Bojino Dasa Tavamayam Dayemahi Shushkam Parishitam Papi Nikam Madhira Desata Bhakti Masena Bhaktagam Nata Kala Vicharana Deshaniya Mastata Nakala Niyamastata Praptamanam Pritam Shishte Bhaktavyam Harira Prabhe Bhagavad Shri Mahaprasad Ki. Please come take prasadam.